Today we're making my own spin on what I call a citrus salad. For the citruses today we're using some chopped up oranges, some strawberries, and some goldie gone pears. This is a very famous dish in the food mill because every time they finish their entree courses and their appetizers, they have this salad as a little digestivo, a digestive. Now we're going to start by making the dressing for this, which needs some orange juice, which we have freshly squeezed from the oranges. Here we have some honey from the bayou bees, and here we have some balsamic vinegar. Now let me give you a little tip, because you really don't need a lot of balsamic vinegar, otherwise your food will be overpowering and not as good as you want. So this is how we're going to assemble the dressing, because for this plate we're going to be making a very beautiful presentation, and we're going to be pouring the dressing over the salad once we finish the presentation. So this is a really beautiful and delicious dish. And believe me, when you see it, you're going to think it looks just like the food mill. All of the different colors shining in the sunshine in the fields. Now, we're going to pour some orange juice from this little gravy mug I have right here. This is what they use in Britain for pouring their tea or coffee. Then we're going to add some honey fresh from the black bees. Just get a spoon here and you want all of it. Honey is really good for phlegmy throat. So if you have a phlegmy throat, honey is always the best way of doing it. That's why it's so good. We got all our honey. Then we're going to pour all olive oil and our balsamic vinegar dressing. Then, get all of it. Then we want to whisk it, because if we just have it just like this, it would taste gross, wouldn't it? So then mix it together very well. And it might not look very attractive, but this dressing for the salad, this salad dressing, really accompanies, it really adds a great addition to our citrus. Very good. Now, we're going to talk about the fruit. So we're going to cut up our pear slices. So we're going to bring over pear slices. Now, let me give you another tip. This side is always the best side, because if you do it on this side, it'll be kind of rocky. You can feel how rocky it is. When you do it on this side, it's nice and still. Otherwise, you'll have a very difficult time and you'll probably cut your finger. Now we're going to cut down the pear slices. I usually use the top of the knife to get it all nice and perfect. So just press down, you don't saw. And it might be a little tricky at first to get, but hey, not everything can be El Tuntos. Let me just cut that slice again, because that's a little too, well, I'll leave it there, since I didn't cut it. Whoops, oh well. Now, in the food mill, they serve a wonderful wine with this. It's called Del Savio di Baleggio. Now, Del Savio di Palino is a wonderful wine that grows in the olive groves, or the grape fields in the food mill. And the experience of seeing wine is even more exhilarating than seeing processed coffee. So that's why people always look forward to seeing how wine and coffee are made and processed. Because there's a factory in the food mill that is called Bombili Spafoon. And Bombili Spafoon, it's kind of a tricky name to say, they process coffee and they harvest the grapes from the vineyards. And then they make their wine, they put it in bottles, and they ship it off all over the food mill. I wish they could ship it off around here, but the people are afraid of heights, so they can't go on a plane. But I do have to admit, we would really look forward to it. Now we're going to bring over, I'm going to put these slices in our arrangement dish here. And we're going to bring over our strawberries. The word strawberries in Jokin, these are known as kavoon. Well, in Jokin, these are known as little dynamos, little babingo dynamos. So then cut your strawberries then up into slices. And when you cut them, you'll find a little indentation. You see, it's a heart. That's why these are so really good to make. And they're also known as le ton di diavolo. Now, cut the strawberries. Now, don't use you should use a medium sharp knife because otherwise your strawberries will bother you. It's always important to get fruits or vegetables just after they're harvested so they're not stale and they're not hard to peel or cut. I gave that tip about twice in this series. So then cut there, that's enough. Let me just do a little more there. Tinkle. Now we're going to bring over our other. Then we're going to cut the strawberries. So let me remind you that cooking is not like rushing. You should definitely kind of savor it, kind of relax. Cooking, I don't know if you know this, but you and I do because cooking is about relaxing, not about rushing or dilly-dallying. So, we're going to, whoops, I keep forgetting to finish my other strawberries, but that's okay. So now we're going to cut our other strawberries here, other straw. That's the way I shorten it. You need to know how to cut because cutting is a very important cooking skill. And everybody in this world, when they cook, needs to know how to cut. So now we're going to transfer our cut up like strawberries to a bowl, to this bowl here. I am really looking forward, whoops, strawberry overboard. I'm really looking forward to this salad because of all the freshness. Now, freshness is essential when it comes to cooking. Freshness is essential. That makes all the difference. Cook it, keep it, keep on cooking. This is the way to live. That's a song from Julia Child. She was singing true lines, and freshness is essential. Trust me, it is. Whoops. Oh, there. Now, I'm going to move over one of our last strawberry cut up slices. fill. Now, this should not be a very big salad, but since we have a big plate, I'm going to kind of fudge a little on that. So, we're going to cut up our last ripe strawberry from the meadow in the food mill. I don't know if you know this, but these strawberries come from the food mill because they are so famous in lots of different dishes. Even super al inglese, they're famous with all sorts of different soups, salads, and even cakes and desserts. Because they are very serious about all the recipes they make in the food mill. Now we're going to bring over our last pail here. I forgot about this pail. I shouldn't have forgotten. I've done a dozen of these before. Stutter. Now we're going to cut the pear slices. Make sure that they're fairly small. And make sure they're ripe. Because when it comes to pears, a lot of people are really particular about how they like their pears. Because I have seen traces of stale and raw pears. And it's not very common in the food mill, but you need to make sure that when you use the salad, you do not want to get stale pears. Because if you do the salad too late, you'll have to wait till next summer to do your salad. So here we have our dressing. We have our cut up ripe strawberries, we have our pear, and we have our oranges. Before I assemble the salad, I'm going to wash my hands because I have all the nice citrusy juices all over them. Okay, now we're going to move over our cutting board. I'm going to have to reach. Oh, it's a challenge. Now we're going to give us enough room that we can work. Now, this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to take it easy. We're going to kind of do it a little easier. And we're going to take time. We're not going to rush it. As I said, cooking is about relaxing. So we're going to overlap. So we're going to put the slices like this over the exterior of the plate here. I think overlapping and sashimi are beautiful looking cuts. And you want to make sure that it tastes good and it looks beautiful. Some might be a little uneven, but that's okay. I don't mind uneven slices. We don't want to waste a thing because in Italy, in any country in the world, they never waste anything unless it's not very healthy for you, or unless it's bad for you, or unless they're tired of it. So, try to get all those citrusy juices. And I think you can get the picture that this is a really citrusy salad. And what I love about the salad is the freshness of the strawberries, the fullness of the pear, and the juiciness of the oranges. It all makes a beautiful, beautiful salad. We're almost done here. That's going to be enough. Wipe off my thing here. Now, we are going to put our strawberries. We're going to continue making our layer. Oh, I am getting so excited I can barely talk right now because this salad is just a work of art, Exterior de Punta. This is one of the Renaissance paintings, and in Italy, in the Renaissance, there was an artist. His name is Leonardo da Vinci. You might know him. And sometimes when he paints, he makes these beautiful paintings in the Renaissance of plates of food. And I just thought it was so astounding and so beautiful to look at. This plate is a work of art. Who wouldn't want to have this? So put your pear slices in the middle, because the bigger things must go in the middle. It's kind of bulky, but it's beautiful. So now we want to stand that one up. That one's very stubborn. There. And now I'm going to just kind of finish putting some extra swab over the spaces. So I'm going to cover every white space there is. I just remembered. That's the important thing. You want to cover every white, because some people in this world are particular about seeing the white slices here. So you want to make sure you cover that, because it's not very pretty to look at. The white flesh and material and whatnot. There, I'm sure we have enough there. That's enough. So that is how we do our beautiful, delicious salad. But before we do, I forgot, we're going to pour the dressing.
Whisk it first.
And we're going to whisk it. I just forgot about the dressing. How can I forget about the dressing? So whisk the dressing. You want to make sure you whisk all dressing really well. Remember, that had the honey, the orange juice, and we had the beautiful balsamic olive oil dressing. Then we're going to just pour it, spoon it, lovingly spoon it. Don't try to pour it, because that's not very aquatile. They wouldn't use that. So then lovingly spoon it. Because in Italy, they don't pour everything, because then they get too much. They spoon it to make it all nice and pretty. And you'll just get some over the oranges. You want to make sure you go over the whole salad. You don't want to forget about anything, because you want it to really cover the salad very nicely and make an excellent presentation. Oh, I forgot to put the strawberries. We need to do the straw. There. Right. And then, after I get assembled with this, we're going to enjoy this beautiful salad. My version of a citrus salad using some fresh white strawberries, some very firm and juicy pears, and some citrusy oranges. Here it is. Bon appetit.